He saw another branch with a honeycomb, drops of honey. Meanwhile, he forgot about the two rats, the snake, and the lion. After a while, he woke up from his sleep. To get the meaning of behind the stream, he went to a pious scholar of Islam. The scholar said that the lion you saw is and goes wherever you go. The two rats, one black and one white, are the night and the day. Black one is the night and the white one is the day. They circle around, coming one after another to eat your time. So once your time is lost, you are not able to gain it back, as they take you closer to death. The big black snake with a dark mouth is your grave. It will be an amusement. But blessed is the home in the hereafter. For those who are righteous, will ye not then understand? The reality of departing from this world. What is the reality of death? What is the philosophy of life and death regarding death? In other words, at the beginning we must see exactly how death is and how we must visualize it. Usually most people are alarmed and fearful of hearing the word death. For them, death appears dreadful and terrifying, whereas according to Islamic ideology, this terminology or subject has a different appearance and can be perceived in a different way. Basically, it can be said that those who fear death consider it to be a negative entity. According to that, death is an end of life and a moment of everlasting separation of man with his life. They believe that with death, the compounded substances of the body will suffer a breakdown and return to nature, and man too is nothing except the very broken down body. Hence, with death, everything ends with no hope remaining. Indeed, with this view and insight, death is darker and more dreadful than every other thing, and perhaps no calamity, pain, sorrow, or tragedy can be greater and painful than the tragedy of death, because death would mean the burial of all desired hopes, longings, and in short, the termination of all things for men, that men who love life and eternity very dearly. Anyway, Islam does not possess such a dark and fear-instilling view of death, because according to an Islamic view, death is a positive entity and not negative. The moment of death is the moment of rebirth and the moment of his hastening out from a confined region of this world into a world which is wide, expansive, and rapturous. A world wherein man is not troubled by anxieties, sorrows, and material or natural limitations. The reality of death, according to the Holy Quran, is tawaffa, and for 1 year after saying farewell. The people took the king with a boat to a remote island and left him there. On their way back, the king went back to the workers. He took them over the months to the island for storage. When year, 3 months passed, that when you are dying, while all other kings were lost into the luxurious of the kingdom with the power they had, and were not able to do anything apart from use it for their benefit at that time, and using the luxuries of the kingdom. I always thought about the future and planned for it. I turned the deadly island because I knew I have to live after a year, so I planned for it. I turned the deadly island into a beautiful abode for me where I can stay peacefully. The moral of the lesson from the story is about how we should live our life. The life of this world is to prepare for the life of the hereafter. In this life, we shouldn't get lost into deceiving and attractive things of this world and forget about what is to come in the hereafter. Rather, even if we were kings, we should live a simple life like our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and save all our enjoyments for the hereafter. May Almighty Allah make it easy for us in this world and the hereafter. With this, we come to realize that this world is just a passing world. Now we are in the month of December, and normally for us in Zanzibar is the month where we plan our trips, and our kids have holidays. We talk to them, we are going somewhere, and we see how excited they are to leave this place. Why? Because they know that they are going some other place where they have more enjoyment, roaming around. For the sisters, this is shopping. For the brothers, is looking at destination. For the children, is something like enjoying play parks. So this is what they're excited for. So you plan for 25th December to leave the country, Zanzibar, for these places. But when you tell your kids from 1st December, they're all excited for 25th December to come so that they can leave. This is just an example. But when it comes to death, and when we say that on this day we are going to die, instead of being happy to go and meet our Lord, we become sad. One of the reasons is because today we know that what is it providing us. If we knew what it is providing us, we would be smiling on our deathbed and not being disheartened on our death. That if we are able to do one of the ways to approach Allah in a good way, where in the whole day you keep on reminding yourself that this deed I will do as a good action, this deed I will refrain from as an evil action, and at night when I go to sleep, I will do something known as muhasiba, accountability. I will say that from the morning that I woke up, I went to the shop, I did not steal from anyone.